Hi guys, welcome to our multimodal public awareness campaign plan. I am Selwyn Walter VG ngayon.
And I'm Julia Lina.
And I am John Christian M. Dalaperi.
And we are from 1B BSBA Supply Management.
Final area of concern and the theme of the topic of our multimodal public awareness campaign is student rights. Why we choose student rights? It's because this time, most of the students asking for their rights but no one is helping them to achieve it. Sometimes they're just ignored by the ones who needs to help them. So we are here to fight and tell that we must heard our voice to achieve our rights as students.
Our project title is Our Mind, Our Rights, and Our Matter, a student that seek for their rights. Since many of students didn't know about their rights when they are in school, that's why our group are making this campaign awareness for those students who didn't know for their rights. Project description. Our project description is for all youth students who is looking for the right, because we believe that we as a youth student, it is important to us to know what are the rights that we have. We choose the youth student as our target audience because we want to help every single student to fight the rights and to give it right information against those abusing person.
Advocacy Statement. This public awareness campaign aims to, first, getting knowledge for the individual rights of youth students. It is because not all students are equal. There are students who have dark, mid, and white skin, small, tall, big, and thin. And there are members of LGBTQ and students who can understand their lessons easily because they are privileged to have gadgets and some cannot because they can afford one of those. There are also students who participates well in class and some are not because lack of motivation and focus to their studies, so that's why they are failing. This is the example of the different aspects that the students are encountering, and parents, teachers, and professors should be aware of this and have a concrete solution by allowing the students to earn their rights. 2. To build good relationship between faculty, teachers, professors, and students. For the students to have a good relationship with their professors and teachers, they should work together as a team. For the side of a teacher or professor, the students should respect them as their parents. Even if they've been scolded, there should be a little respect left for you to see them as a person. Because not all humans are perfect and they only do that for your sake. And for the side of the students, the teacher or the professor should not be downgrading the students if the student is not participating or failing in the class. There might be a reason for that. And also, the teacher should not discriminate or deliver a dark humor joke to their student, for they will feel uneasy to them. And third, to be active and observant student for what is right and wrong. If there are wrongdoing inside the school or campus, the students should have the guts to tell it to the dean or the higher sector so that they'll resolve this issue. And also, the students should be a good example for their fellow colleagues.
So the content of our campaign is the list of what we actually need. Prohibiting bullying from inside and outside of the school campus, like implementing LGBTQ rights, racial discrimination, sexual harassment, and sexual violence. We must take this seriously because not all students are getting the justice they actually need for this. Second, equal treatment to all students. No students left behind. Fairness approach for the student who have disability and without disability. Learn to hear the student's side in false accusation. Don't pile too much work to students. Learn to listen to every student, not just the one you want. The third one, avoidance for forcing collecting confidential data from the students. It's because for their safety. And lastly, policy change is only one of many possible approaches you can enlist to create change, and that is improving academic standards.
Procedural knowledge. Procedural knowledge provides information about ways to take action in order to make the audience participate actively in the campaign. So first is educate others. As students learn about an issue they care about, their natural instinct is to share their new knowledge and insight with others. Encourage this by providing live and online opportunities for them to teach others, including their classmates, younger students, and adults in their lives. Second is advocate for legislation. Help them analyze proposed legislation in relation to their goals and assess the extent to which it will have an impact. They can study research that examines the extent to which legislation impacted injustice. Third is run for office. Student government provides a chance for students to have a positive impact in their school and learn about how government works on a small scale. It gives youth the experience to reflect on and consolidate their own positions on important school issues. Learn how to communicate those positions, build relationships with others, and become a good listener in understanding constituents. Next is create a public awareness campaign that includes social media. There are many ways to develop or participate in a public awareness campaign. Educating people about an issue in order to inspire change can take place in school, in the community, and online. Creating signs and posters using art and photography can be very effective, as can videos and live speeches. These are all useful skills that young people can learn. Next is get advice. Get advice from the teachers, parents, members of the community, or others for advice on how to fix the problem. Next is get petitions signed by other students, parents and teachers, especially journalism or yearbook advisors, debate coaches, history and government teachers, or others who really understand. We hope the First Amendment. Next is make a statement at a school board meeting. Ask parents, community members, youth advocates, and any local lawyers who deal in First Amendment issues to join or support you. Next is get the press involved. Help students understand that bringing publicity to their issue amplifies the message, gets more people concerned, and potentially has greater impact. They can write a press release, do an interview, write an op-ed in their local paper, or invite a reporter to see what they are doing and write something about it. This sharpens their own message and serves to bring that message to a larger group of people. And lastly, helpful hint, always stay calm and be respectful but firm in dealing with school officials. It will make your point better and they can nail you on unruly behavior.
We would like to thanks to our two international partnership organizations. First, we would like to thanks to UNESCO. The main function of UNESCO are to ensure that every child has access to a proper education, promoting cultural acceptance between nations while protecting the historical sites and improving technology to aid in the distribute of resources and energy and to secure the safety of individual expression and also the basic human rights. Next, we would like to thanks to our beloved partnership organizations, the Australian Human Rights Commission. In 2012, the Australian Human Rights Commission launched its publication Principle of Promote that protects of human rights of international students. In 2014, the Commission reviewed the implementation of principle in the order to assess their utility of optics. This report summarized the Commission review of the principles. And also, we have three local partnership organizations. First, we would like to thanks to Akbayan Youth Organizations. The Akbayan Youth is a democratic socialist youth and student formation, works for the realization of good governance and transformative politics through dynamic, critical, vigilant, and solution-oriented brand of progressive activism. This organization aims to contribute in catalyzing social change. And also, we would like to thanks to our partnership organizations, the Center for Human Rights Education in Southern Philippines. These organizations believes that education plays an important role in making children become aware of world issues such as human rights and in developing proper attitude towards such issue early in life. In education, it is recognized by the International Commission of Education for the 21st century as a principal means to foster deeper and more humorous human relations and to reduce poverty, inclusion, ignorance, oppression, and also the war. And lastly, we would like to thank to our partnership organization, the UP Alyansa. The UP Alyansa ng mga mag-aaral para sa panlipunang katwiran at kaunlaran or Alliance of Students for Social Justice and Social Progress or UP Alyansa. This organization is a dynamic leadership and a service formation in the University of the Philippines. This organization traces its roots from the numerous efforts of its member organization in pushing for concrete, innovative, and realistic activities, campaigns, and services for progressive changes that are representative of the human rights and welfare of the UP student. In realistic activities, campaigns, and services for progressive changes that are representative of the rights and welfare of the UP student in the particular of the Filipinos people in general.
And that's the content of our topic. I hope you learned something from our project and always remember
Our voice,
our
our
mind,
minds,
our
our
rights,
rights,
and
and
our
our
matter
needs to be heard.